Hello everyone, Yuki here with another video, and today I'm going to be going over Capcom vs SNK2 Easy Operation, Mark of the Millennium 2001. And this is one of my favorite fighting games, if not the favorite fighting game of mine. Came out in the year of 2002, around the birth of Xbox Live. This game did also come out on the GameCube, and people were like, well, we already know about CvS2. Most people do. We had an exhibition here in Salem last week, and people were asking me, "Is like, hey, how come you played the Xbox version or GameCube version over the arcade version?" And this is basically like a season two of Capcom vs SNK2. Capcom obviously did not want roll canceling to be a thing. It is not in this game. Well, let me rephrase that. It's in the game, but the invincibility glitch, you're not carry rolling into it. So I understand why people really wanted roll canceling to work on the arcade version, because you have to understand at that time period this game was like the ultimate game. This was like McDonald's versus Burger King. This was, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. This was the game of the two relevant 2D fighting game companies of all time going after each other. And this was the sequel. You remember you have CvS1 as well. So, one of the biggest changes that they made is they took out the roll canceling, and there are certain characters now that are actually viable because roll canceling is gone. One that comes to mind is a character named Kyosuke. Without roll canceling, a lot of his shenanigans that he has can be quite annoying and a nuisance to play against. So we're going to go over the differences besides just roll canceling, because they didn't just take the roll canceling invincibility glitch out and then slap Xbox Live and say, here you go, kiddies, pay $40 and um, you know we'll just milk you guys dry. No, they actually made some significant changes. So one of the biggest changes they made was to S Groove. S Groove had a moniker in the arcade known as, Shit Groove, and I actually like S Groove. Some people say it's a trolling groove. No, I think it's actually a viable groove, especially in this game. So I'm going to show you guys a big reason why it's not so bad in this one. So in the arcade version, K Groove had the most powerful supers in the game. And that is why you see people, they're like, well, I don't want to roll cancel, or I can't roll cancel. It's actually not that hard once you get it down, but I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to play with K Groove, and I'm going to have the most powerful supers in the game. And in the arcade version, K Groove did have the most powerful supers in the game. But, just give you guys a base right here. So C Groove is the base level. And the other grooves are kind of like, they're like 1.1 or 1.2. So let me throw on key data and attack data. So you'll see that I'm actually doing. So Ryu is very good in this game. His normals are solid. He's got his kick and he's got his dash punch, which is good. If you don't have a rolling groove, a running groove, you could just do that. But so his Shinku level 3, let's see how much damage it takes. 4725. Okay, 4725. Keep that in your mind, folks. 4725. So 4725 is a nice chunk of damage. And let's go down to S Groove. And notice I keep picking ACism. EO is basically I guess it's for like beginners who want to use the analog stick. The specials are mapped to that. It's a joke. So we're going to go back to Shin Kyo again. And what was it? 4725. 4725. All right, let's keep that in mind. Now, S Groove is an interesting groove because you could do unlimited level 1s. So level 1 super does 2300. Not bad. S Groove also has the dodging. This has not changed. Okay, so he can still... And he can do a dodge attack. So that's his standing fierce. Pretty good move, and knocks back. And he's got close forward. And the close forwards is cancelable. Well, let me try that. Oh my goodness. There we go. So every character in S Groove has a dodge, and they have a dodge attack, which is a knockdown, and a dodge attack, which is a cancelable normal. See? And you have to play around with different characters. Some characters are really good in S Groove, some are not. Ryu is very good because he's got his level 1. He could just spam this all day. But if you remember, we did level 3 Shinku Hadouken. Well, how do you do that in S Groove? Well, obviously you can't do it at full bar, so you got to go down to player setting, and now we're going to go to red. And you'll see my life bar is now red. Now at this point, I have unlimited level 1s, but since my bar is maxed out, let's see, I got 4725 on C Groove. On S Groove, I now get 5432. Quite a big jump, wouldn't you say? Arcade version did not have that. And for those who are curious about K Groove does get nerfed in this game. It is not as abusive to have all these supers. They just toned the damage down a bit. So that was 5432. All right, let's take a look at what the Raging Cajuns got. So go back to Ryu again. Sorry, let's keep it ratio 2. And let's keep it C Groove because that's like the base of the game. And we shall see what it is. I think it's going to be, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's going to be less than 5,000, but probably more than 47. I'm going to take a guess at like 4850 to like 49. So let's see. 4850 to 49 is what I'm going to guess. Let's take a look. What does K Groove give you? 4950. Okay, so pretty close to what I was thinking. And K Groove, you know, other than that, it's pretty much the same. There is one difference that they also made for K Groove, and they applied this to P Groove as well. Do you see that there's a green bar? Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, there's a green bar right underneath. That is your guard meter, right? In K Groove, on the arcade version, the bar, I think it was a little shorter than everybody else's bar, but in this game, the bar is much shorter. So you have to rely on your Just Defense. You can talk about Just Defense all day. That has not changed from the arcade version. But in this game, as you saw, the S Groove supers hit pretty hard, and the K Groove supers do hit a little harder than they do versus C Groove or the other grooves, but it's not as much as it used to be. It used to be obscene. Maybe they switched places. I'd have to look at the numbers of the arcade version to see if K Groove was I know K Groove was the highest, but it's no longer the highest now. Now S Groove got a significant bump, and I'll be honest with you folks, S Groove needs it. Now, let's go back to S Groove, and I'll show you guys something pretty cool. This is one of the big deals that made a change, and to me makes S Groove actually worth playing now. Aside from the damage boost that you get when you're in S Groove, and of course the supers now like really taking that damage boost to another level. With S Groove, you don't build meter by doing special moves. You actually build meter by charging, and it's a throwback to the Art of Fighting games, or if you play KOF, KOF 94-95 had that same system where you basically hold the two strong buttons down, hold the two fierce buttons down, and you gain meter. So, alright, like now I'll just throw out a super. Okay, so, now, here's something for you to see. If I tap them, I get a little bit of meter. Check it out. But if I hold it, look at that. Look how much faster it is when I hold it. In this game, if I hold it down, I don't know what the formula is, but if you hold it down, you definitely get a lot more meter out if you do just tapping it. So watch. In the arcade version, if you hold it down, it doesn't speed up. But on this version, look at that. Significantly faster. Anyway, that is the S Groove changes. You can play around with the game a little more and see what you want to do in terms of damage and whatnot. But it is interesting to see that this game made a significant change with probably what people would consider the worst groove in the game. And it's a shame because S Groove, you know, there's some fun to be had with it, but when you're dealing with other grooves of, you know, just dealing with roll canceling over and over again, it's kind of sad because you're sitting there and you're just fighting and fighting and fighting, and it's like, man, I can just blow through all my stuff whether I like it or not. Now, another major difference in this game and what in my opinion turns it into the best groove in the game is P groove. Now P groove is like the quote unquote parry groove, that's CAP for parry, and the biggest change that they made for P groove, it still does the same things. You can still quote unquote block your attacks, which is parry, and you could still do short jump. You can still do your dashing and all that. But they added one major change that I think is really puts P groove on the map. To me, it's my favorite groove in this game. And if I'm playing serious, this is the groove that I want to play for because the damage increase with P groove is ridiculous. It's almost obscene now. So I will show you a combination that you cannot do in this game. So in the corner, light DP, Shin Shoryuken. That does not work in the arcade version. And the reason why it works here is because now P groove has super canceling. Yes, I could do nonsense like, let me see if I can, well, first of all, I need meter. All right, so you could do some bullpucky in this game. Trust me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, I could just, oh my goodness. There we go. And as you can see, one little bread and butter, look at that damage. That's over half damage for 8,000 damage. Let's see if I can do. Oh, wait. I just did a fireball. Hold on. Let me try this again. All right, hold on. Let me put him on. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense what I'm doing right now. And in the arcade, you can't do that. It'll whiff. Like it'll do something like, yeah, super canceling. So, and you still can't do. This was a CvS1 tactics here. Let me show you guys if I could do it. Yeah, in CvS1 you would get full hits on that, but in this game you can't. So it's just some crazy stuff you can do in this game with the super canceling. I'm going to give you guys a couple of demonstrations of the super canceling and how insane it is. But the damage is ridiculous. Look at that, 7,500. There's some real nonsense that you can come up with, like here. Now, I wouldn't play with her in this groove, but Morgan, she could do her Darkness Illusion in the air, and it's a hit. So with her, I think if I'm fast enough, I could do Fierce Shadow Blade into Darkness Illusion, and it'll actually connect. So if you hit someone with like a DP, her Shadow Blade is a Dragon Punch Super, it'll actually connect, and you can link the Darkness. Well, it's not even a link; it's basically a cancel. I haven't done this in a while, so. Oh god, this is not as easy as it looks. Okay. Let's see if I can still do this. This is almost a time where I wish I had hitbox. But trust me, it does work. It's just, it's not as easy as it looks. I'm trying. Oh my god. Alright, how about this? Okay, so what's that? That's her double, and this is a double fireball. Okay, so I'll give you guys another one. I'm playing KOF here. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Alright, so I gotta basically wait. Oh, that's what it is! Okay, so. Wow, you really gotta time that out. Man, I am not doing it. Be nice if I can get it out all together. Okay, so the bottom line is you could do some nonsense. I wish I could. I guess I'm not fast enough. Nope. Not fast enough. How about... Jeez. Is it corner only? Oh, wow. Look at that. There we go. Maybe it's corner only, but that's 6,100 for her. Like I said, there's a ton of characters that can just do nonsense. Oh, here, I'll give you guys one. This is a funny one. So, Akuma, Shin Akuma, he has that super where it basically like splits the mountain. It's kind of like his counter because remember, Akuma in this game he has counter moves. He's got a high counter and he's got a low counter. Okay, not a lot of people play with this character because he's pretty much tournament banned. I mean, he's nonsense, right? But he does have counters, so it's I think it's like down down. See, that's his air counter. That's his. So he's got that and he's got that. So with him, he could do. Oh God, I'm getting old. Look at that damage. So you can go. All right, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Shit, you guys got me. I'm playing this game again. All right. All right. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. No, I don't want. I want light Tatsu. Okay. Get that force stand. Come on, Akuma. I can't get this combo. Is it on all guard? I hope not. I hope it's on auto guard. Okay, it's on auto guard. My goodness. Nope. Wow, my timing is just really bad. I'm not saying these are easy to do, but you can do them. Let's see if I can get... Nope. Do I have to do light DP into it? No. Let me look at the command list real quick. Oh, never mind. But you guys get the idea. You could do some wild stuff. You just have to experiment with it. Like, here we go. Here's an easy one. It turns P groove into a groove that was pretty solid, but in terms of roll canceling, it didn't have anything. So people are like, well, you know, I like the parry, but parrying is kind of tough in this game because the game runs faster than Street Fighter 3. But the fact that they added super canceling, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, it does not scale the damage. It just tacks on that damage, and it's like, whoa, what happened here? So you could do stuff like this. If I could actually do the right move. Oh my goodness. My goodness, I am not good at this game anymore. That is not the right super. I've been playing too much KOF. There we go. And you can see, one little jab DP, boom, you can do that. It's very common in this game. I mean, you could do... here's another good one. All right, so I'm canceling specials into supers, right? Check this out. We've got Mr. Honda here, okay? So Honda, here's a tactic that I like to use in this game. He has the 100 hand slap. So while you're doing the 100 hand slap, you're holding your charge, and you unleash with a level 3. Let's see if I can. See if I can. If kill would stop blocking. Oh god, I missed it. Oh my goodness. Wow, I can't do it anymore. Am I just not... Maybe I'm not holding charge enough. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Maybe I'm just getting the motion wrong, but... you could basically... do the 100 hands. You could... Oh! Here's another kind of sick one that Vega can do if he gets his... I think they call it the Rolling Crystal Flash. It's just basically a somersault into the claw. I think this is corner only, though, because I think the Rolling Crystal Flash kind of pushes the characters away. Yeah, this one's going to be tough, because... Look at that. In the middle of the Rolling Crystal Flash, boom, level 3 red impact super. So that's what I'm talking about. You basically cancel your move into a super move, and it takes a lot of damage. Now here, look, here's Eagle. Eagle's a character that I think I kind of wish he came back. I actually like him quite a bit. Street Fighter original OG character right here. But these are just examples of things that, you know, haven't really been explored because nobody really plays. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I mean, the damage potential for P-Groove with this super canceling is pretty much off the charts. I mean, to me, it makes it the strongest groove in the game. You know, the other grooves, I don't feel that they're terrible, especially S-Groove now is pretty solid. You can do stuff that, you know, it's more of a viable groove now with the charging and, of course, the damage bonus. But, now we got Joe Higashi, who's here. Let's see what... Do I have to do a punch into it? I think it's like... it's like... See if I can still do it. It's too far away. Yeah, you get the idea. So it's like... There we go. Look at that. So, you could do nonsense. I mean, I'm telling you, P-Groove is legit. It could do some wild stuff. Oh, here's one of my favorite combos. Let's see if I can do this. It's been a while since I like playing with Ryo, but he's got, like, they call it the Dragon Dance combo. It's basically proximity grab, what he used to have in King of Fighters. He doesn't have it anymore. Robert had something similar. Andy, they had these proximity grabs that, like, they look like they're hits, but they're actually command grabs. I think it's like... Yeah, that's it. That's it. So... Oh, my goodness. Alright. There we go. My good... Oh, come on, game. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe it's... There we go. It's that one. Okay, so, like I said, I mean, you could do stuff. Holy crap. Okay. I didn't even know about that one. I wonder if we could do... hold on. Ah, it's so slow. Okay, what about... See, that's what the actual ender is. You do a jumping fierce. Yeah, you basically do a jump canceled fierce. Nah, it's too slow. Okay. Ah, that'd be too good, but it is interesting that he could do. Oh, I wonder if he could do it. Oh wait, hold on. I'm cooking here, folks. I'm cooking here. So, as you can folks can see, you can do a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a height restriction on certain things, but it is interesting to see that you could just like make stuff up, and oh god. But anyway, that's just a little PSA out there for CvS2 EO. You could do some wild and crazy stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a really good fun game. It has a new wrinkle to it. The characters, there have been other nerfs. Top tier got less damage. Cammy's cannon spike is a lot more vulnerable. Blanca ball is vulnerable if you block it standing. So there's certain things that they made. Like I said, this is kind of like a season 2 to this game. Um, I think it made a big difference. I like it a lot. And if you guys are at all interested in getting a more updated version of the game, you can play this on the Xbox. It's pretty good on the Xbox. I'm recording this off Xbox, but the GameCube version is also quite good. It has the same base design, and it does play on the Wii. And what I do is I use like one of those GameCube to Wii adapters or USB adapters, and just hook that up, and you can get that going, or you could use one of the Brooks retro boards. That's what my stick has, is a retro board inside. So I do have the capability just to hook it up to retro consoles, and it works perfectly fine. So whichever way you want to play it, one of my friends was trying to play this game on emulator, and he said there was so much input delay with Dolphin and whatnot, it wasn't really worth it. So it's a shame that native hardware is basically the best way of playing this game, and unfortunately, this game, there's never been a ROM dump for a Naomi update, so you can't even use the Naomi board for it. So it's basically Xbox or GameCube slash Wii. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It's a new take on CvS2. Your characters are no longer trash anymore, and you now can play with grooves aside from 4 grooves. C groove wasn't really changed. A groove, they did change some of the invincibility on its activation. If I remember correctly, the air activation got less frames and the ground activation got more frames. So they don't want having people having free jump-ins. I understand. P groove, obviously, the super cancels is ridiculous, and of course, S groove got the big bump with its damage output, and of course the speed of which you charge is better. And K groove did get nerfed. The guard meter is shorter, and you do less damage on your supers. So in my opinion, it's a good change overall. Capcom definitely saw some things that they didn't want to see, and also it makes CvS2 a lot less boring now because you actually, don't have to worry about invincible moves going through your game plan. You can actually execute your game plan. I know people are going to say, well, how is it unfair? Because everyone can do roll canceling, and that's true. Everyone can in the game, but at the same point, it kind of homogenizes the game, and it just makes it a big turtle fest, and that's why you see a lot of down backing going on, because you're basically playing for whiff punishes as opposed to actually just having offense and saying, hey, I'm pressing buttons, try to beat my buttons with your buttons. And the game of this caliber, where there's a lot of positive attacks on block, uh, roll canceling was definitely not intended to be there. Anyone who tells you that, here's the proof. This game came out in 2002, and roll. You still can carry into a roll. You just don't inherit the frames anymore. The invincibility frames are gone. Like I said, it's a glitch. And if this was today's day and age, this game came out, they would patch that out day one easily. All right, folks. If you get any questions or comments, please hit me up, and I'll try to help you out as much as I can with this game. It's basically CvS2, put a new spin on it. And like I said, some of the bottom characters like Yun, King, Kyosuke, Dan, they got buffed. Top tier got nerfed a bit. Sagat, I think Sagat was another one and Blanco, they got damage nerfed, where the bottom tier characters got a damage boost. A king especially, she has new combos now that she just didn't have before. So it's definitely worth trying out and having fun with the game. And like I said, this game is over 20 years old. I don't expect people to start going out and trying to master this game, but it is a fun game, and once you start getting to high level play, it can be pretty rewarding. All right, catch you all later.